I am supposed to have one superpower. Superpower that other people don't have. Nor do they care about it. It's about telling other people's personality from their face, from expression. Except when it was obvious, it's not obvious anymore, is it? What happened to her eyes, man? Well, luckily for Ari, we know her history and all that shit. And she was way more obvious. Okay. Oh, that's the most perfect. I don't know, personality is the most stable thing in the universe. But it definitely gets weird. So, by looking at his face, I would immediately say water introvert. To be extrovert, you have to be a wind. You have to smile. She does not smile. She just pops her eyes as if she's like a little baby. Little crybaby. Please give me $1. I'm very pretty, I swear. And that's how she became rich. I don't know how she became bald and malnourished, but that's a whole different... I mean, we kind of know how she became bald, though. We kind of know she has trouble with her hair. You would think shit like this wouldn't cost you your hair. Bro was basically drained to zero. This does not give me trouble. It still gives me trouble. I don't know, man. People's lives throw them into all sorts of places, and you don't want the biggest of the biggest to all of a sudden be a tiny little skeleton saying that this is the best I've ever lived my life. This is the happiest I've ever been. This is the healthiest I've ever... Man, a skeleton that has self-affirmation, that's like... What are we talking about? And yet, this is not the controversy of the word. This is... You know... I made a mistake. It happens. She's not water personality. She's not water introvert. Yes, it's very close, but somehow it's not it, man. It's so close. Look at this crybaby. Yay. But yeah, there's no like affirmation for anything I do. I just have to figure out that I'm correct or not correct. But if I was correct, like, she lives in such a scary situationship where, like, none of these personalities are compatible then. But you can see her smile closes her eyes, and that's the biggest clue ever. Alright, water personality must not close her eyes. That's not how it works. Okay? So this can only be wind personality if she smiles a lot, and it seems to be the case, right? She was even in a comedy show known as Bitch, so that works. Water people actually avoid comedy. They don't like that. Right? So all of a sudden, every single clue, alright, leads us to believe that not only I was wrong, we're screwed. We're screwed, guys. It's over. I have to adopt Miley Cyrus instead now. That's it. It's my way or the highway. Miley or the highway. The wrecking ball. Come on, man. Don't do this. I worked so hard. I worked so hard. I don't want no fucking Miley. But I have to. It's my emergency choice. You know, I literally established it. I literally I literally know what's the next best choice, and I really don't want it. The crazy part is Miley has proven herself to have tons of good music. She's just fake. You know, it's so weird. Like, water people don't want to be blondies or something. And I was wrong about Miley too. She's fire personality, by the way. Yeah. See that cringe on her face? Yes, her eyes are a little bit bigger than other people, but this cringe is already suspect. Alright. So I wasn't wrong one time. I was wrong about both people. This is not a script. I'm just panicking right now. I'm like this right now. Whoa, how am I gonna patch this fucking hole right now? It's literally impossible now. Literally impossible. Holy shit, man. There is some magic we can pull. We can pull magic at this point. That's what we have to do. How much Leah has? We need to pull magic, guys. Awesomeness. How many awesomeness credits she has? 7? That's pretty bad, actually. That's pretty bad. See, Leah has not a friend. She has a whole fucking conglomerate behind her, which is React content. And Leah is obviously a water personality. Like, she's obviously... No, not because she does draw. Look at her eyes, right? Stop it. Stop. No! Why did you do that? Yes, the dynamics are very awkward for me. I think this one is legit, right? There's another thing that has to align, and it's affirmation. A little bit of affirmation that my reading was sort of correct. It has to piece itself as she's an extrovert, right? Like, I have to detect that she's an extrovert if that's what the clues were giving me, right? And so far it checks out. What doesn't check out is that Whitby is extrovert, but it still kind of checks out. So yeah, I'm in a panic mode. I'm trying to fucking understand now. Maybe a mistake will fix itself. Maybe some magic will happen and I'll change the way I look at people, but like that's just impossible. What is weird is that this personality set is not compatible. And like when people are not compatible, they're not friends. You're not gonna see them together. And yet that somehow works. I don't get it. That's that one that really fucking brutalizes me. Maybe she's an introvert, maybe she's like wind introvert. And it's like it sort of works. It sort of explains itself quite a bit. Right. So I would go for that. Then they would be compatible, and then she would be compatible with the other one. But then she has to be like extrovert or something, and kind of it must be the case, right? Like that's what. But then why does she have big eyes then, right? What is that about? I can't even understand that at all anymore, right? There's definitely plenty of smile in there. What's up with the big eyes, bro? Is she like Kira's personality? And I just can't read it properly? And the funny thing is, like, smile is very difficult to just generate, you know? It does make sense, like, she's introvert, maybe there's some kind of boyfriend behavior of like, oh, I had a boyfriend since very long time. I mean, it's so likely to, well, like you can't underestimate big eyes. And if it's extrovert, I mean, yes. But it just complicates the situation. Because the other rule that somehow follows is like friends cannot have the same personality. And that's just the weirdest rule. Alright? So not only there's like two incompatible personalities, there's also a third incompatible personality, which is like there's no reason for friends to have the same personality because that just doesn't make sense. Right? Like, why would you do that? It's kind of like a waste of time. So while she clearly has water in it, but the smile just kind of wins over, you know? You can't. And she does feel like an introvert in the end of the day. Like, after the cards fell into place, she fell apart. I guess an indication is colors as well, instead of bikinis. Like, you wear colors. That makes sense. So, she would be just like went introvert, right? But Audrey's in such a fucking weird place right now. I just have to be like, well, she's compatible with Kira in the most incompatible way. Now, Audrey is also like ridiculously influential. We figured, but like now she's kind of failing to find her place because of this error. Stupid eye killer. Eye killer smile. I have to account to that. There's no way around it, guys. The next thing I would do for my research to like super triple check is what did they write? What are their language basically? It's the only clue I have left in the end of the day that I hope that is valuable, but I have never been able to make it valuable. Like, look at this shit, by the way. Like, that was such a big clue for me of like, well, she's Ariana Grande. She shares personality, right? The smile could be a killer. I don't know. Could be cringe. There's still hope in a way, right? All these water personalities, they do like act like dumb blondes in a way. Like dumbed down characters. So if her smile can be translated into cringe, it sort of changes the way you look at it. But like it's not supposed to close the eyes, man. I'm telling you. There's no sadness in this person. I feel like open mouth also means something. But no, like, this is just not water, dude. This is just not it. Again, you might feel left out, but, why big eyes? Why do water people need big eyes? It's kind of like a personality booster without needing to do anything, right? Is Thea also not compatible with my... Like, that. That's closer. You boost your personality, you boost your curiosity in a way. You become that sweeter person that's always shocked. The corresponding emotion is shock. Of like, oh my god. Wow. You're the nicest person. No one should ask you for advice. But, you're just nice enough to have around. Right? Just You're not gonna get in the way. So people like that can freely socialize and all that. The problem is like they might not want to socialize most of the time. They just can do it. But wind personalities love socializing. Okay, that's the another reason why she's just not compatible with water. And it's like I think it's a nail in a coffin, you know? The only big question is like what makes her an extrovert, because that's the big question, right? Like extrovert, introvert? She must be an extrovert. By the way, another clue. She has a sister, Maddie, right? And because they're twins, and because she has Mad in her name, already the clues are there to tell us, you know, she has this like expressionless face, so that works. This is now guaranteed proof, 100%, because sisters don't fall apart too much in personality. We have literally wind, earth, extrovert for Whitby, and wit. I mean, okay. Earth, wind, that's my personality, by the way. Sisters, look at that. That works perfectly now. The only victim here, I'm telling you guys, the only victim here is Kira. Not gonna lie, bro. Kira. She has big enough eyes to be the victim, and she has to be extrovert. Right? Meaning that, why are you hanging out with Whitby? Like, that's incompatible person. Because superhero, or am I just wrong? Am I wrong again about something else? When being extrovert, you can only fall into 4 personalities. She's definitely not a thinker. She definitely has to smile. You know, everything just falls into that category, bro. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's kind of obvious. Well, it just breaks my reality a little bit, but this one I can actually live with. You know, I've been a friend with incompatible friends, right? Because I'm a loser. I needed a better friend. To me, incompatible friend was a narcissist, where I can talk to him, but he doesn't care, right? Like, he can respond, he can say all kinds of things about his life, but he doesn't, I don't feel like he cares. He's still not a support type of person. He's just gonna take what I offer him and move on with his life, right? At some point, I was able to tame him to start conversations, which is fancy, but it doesn't change the fucking order of things. I'm still a giver and he's a taker. And that's how personality works in the end. I mean, I guess Whitby deserves it. It's like, whatever. Because there is, when it's incompatible, one of them dominates and another one sits in the back seat. But I feel like you can still force domination. I can force domination, right? You can still equalize the relationship. It's so weird. Life is weird, guys. I still haven't figured out what it means to have an incompatible relationship. Because I fall for it every time, guys. I fall for it every time. It's like, that's the coolest one, though. But that's the coolest relationship. I can talk to these people, while I can't talk to anyone else. I can talk to the narcissist personality every time. It's so weird. The one thing that equalizes this relationship and makes it reasonable is that She's no longer a dominant personality. She's not a threat to Kira, right? Or Kira is just somehow a, I don't know, fire personality. That would be insane, dude. I would lose my marbles. Yeah, the WoW phase. Alright, she's kind of doing much better work at the WoW phase. Yeah, I mean, Whitby literally stopped posting on social media. Like, she taken a back seat as a person while having incompatible relationship. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird. Anyways, so even though that's solved, it leaves us with a big problem. Well, it's not solved because it's still a big question of like, so that exists, right? Can we find more? Right? Can we find more incompatible relationships? Trust me, guys, they're so rare that this to me is the greatest unicorn I've ever seen in my life. The greatest anomaly of the data, basically. Like, even, look at this shit. So when Allison was hanging around with Bella, where's Whitby? She's not there. There's a reason why she's not there. They're not compatible with Bella. Alright? It's so fucking weird. Like, they hang out together, but when Bella shows up, one of you guys gotta go. Which one gotta go? The incompatible one. And I'm like, shit. Shit, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh, by the way, Demi left. Guess who came in? Literally her personality just came in, but just a replacement. Right? So that, it kind of checks out, right? It kind of checks out that, like, she's still allergic to, like, Bella, for example, right? Somehow. Maybe I'm exaggerating and the timeline doesn't check out, but, like, this is what I see. You know. I can try and, like, Audrey Whitby, Bella Thorne. The incompatible person. Like, they're not going to be together in a picture, guys. You're not going to see them in a picture together. And that's it. Simple as that. So incompatibility literally is showing up in her life, it feels like. And yet, she's the unicorn. It's not like she's unicorn like twice or 3 times to make me feel sus. No, it's like everything checks out. She just happens to be unicorn. Now, I was specifically looking for a water personality, so I'm bummed out that this blondie is not what I was looking for. That's the biggest problem, guys. Again, I could try and fall back on Miley, and she does not have... Oh, yeah, let's talk about Miley Cyrus right now. Yeah, I'll be disappointed one more time. She has a little smile. She has big eyes. Like, that works. Right? That works. That would make her water introvert, right? Simple. We win game. Fuck yeah, dude. But what if something else is going on? She looks sad. I can definitely spot some sadness going on. And when people do, like, reckless behavior, bro, they're not they're just crazy. They're crazy fire people. You know? When they do reckless shit, they're just narcissists, man. There's no way to... And her smile is garbage. It's not like... I mean, why would it kill her eyes as well? That's weird. That's weird, guys. Now, again, I hate looking at the skeleton version of celebrities. When there was like a perfectly fine, this was like just the coolest version of Miley that was never realized, and no one ever realized. Let's put this wig specifically. No one became this personality. I mean, we're gonna like check Kim Petras. I don't know what I'll find. That's the only thing that comes to my mind right now that could adopt a personality like this, but like her hair is long. I don't know. I don't know which I've never found this in real life, guys. Permanently. You can tell me in the comments if someone carries that vibe. So, I mean, she was doing something cool for a slight moment. She shook the world, but never became that thing. But, I mean, you always give props for effort. I don't know. A for effort. Unfortunately, effort is spelled with an E. So, E for effort. But, still got a grade. Does she looks like a smiling face, or just a sad extrovert? And the answer is obvious. The answer is I'm screwed, guys. What the fuck do I do? Am I supposed to Leah, bro? Am I supposed to take Leah? That's ridiculous. My life will be ruined. I will have to watch kids react. Fucking kids react, bro. What am I supposed to do with that? We now know that Leah's life ending is sort of pretty nice. Like, she makes nice music. We can definitely review her exclusively, right? Was she reviewed exclusively, relatively? What was the episode about? 30 minutes for Awesomeness TV. That was specifically for Awesomeness. And, well, Leah got the thumbnail. Because she was like, she made the coolest thing. Anyways, sorry, guys. I might still be bad at my job, but eventually pieces fall into place, and yes, she's just a fire extrovert, completely useless to the plot where I'm looking for a water personality right now. Okay, cool. Now, I love to double check of like what. So I have this theme, right? Like, I need 4 pieces. So water is missing. Okay, whatever. Now I have to double check of like if anyone else feels like running. Does she look like a narcissist? A sad person? Like, she has to be. There's no fucking way. You're gonna lie to me. She's not narcissist. There's no expression on that face, just pure sadness. Pure sadness in her songs. Simple, right? Probably introvert, by the way. She's not trying to be crazy or anything. She's kind of low energy. Like, seems to be introvert as well. That's one of the members. Justine. You gonna... I mean, it is possible she's the water person. I mean, surprise me. Surprise me, but I have a better idea. There's an incompatibility situationship going on. She knows one person very well. Like, you can see the smile just doesn't go away. IJ in general is also... Like, just having J in your name like this, Justine, like, it rhymes with justice. Okay. Although, but you can't judge the name too much. It just helps you, like, you know, finalize your clues. Like, she does not have big eyes, right? Like, we're completely fine with her being The other Whitby. Oh my god. Forever young vampires. That's what I need. She loves being a vampire. It's fine. Alright. Hey, where's that picture though? No? Not gonna see it? I mean, one thing is that she is notoriously an extrovert. So it helps our case so much more when someone is like notoriously just hanging out on the beach. Oh yeah, we got you. So I couldn't possibly be wrong. Sabrina Carpenter. Pretty like what you're looking here for is that she does not have personality. And that's the greatest clue ever to be Earth personality. Like there's no identifiable traits. Okay. Besides she's just kind of phased out, like she's living in her thoughts, basically in her thought bubble. She gets to think for herself. She's not reacting to anything. She has her thought bubble. Alright? And her thought bubble does not need her emotions or reactions or anything. She just needs to twerk on stage. That's right. Look how sexy I am, she thinks, on stage while twerking. Alright? And she posts a lot. That's another thing Earth people do. They post a lot of shit. And now she's like incredibly active. And yeah, what else women are gonna post about, right? How are they gonna generate content? They're gonna fucking do weird shit. That's it. I can't be wrong about these three. But the fourth one gave me so much trouble. In fact, water people give me trouble all the time. Every fucking time, man. It's those guys. They spit out Miley Cyrus, they spit out Audrey. What is left of it, man? What am I supposed to do now? And they turn Ariana Grande into a skeleton. Where are we going with this? The other personalities, they fucking simple. Follows laws of physics, you know? Why that one? Why the other one fucking stinks? Even Leah. Even Leah had the same episode of like, well, she looks like a normal person. Bam, not. Nope. Not skeleton. Went in the opposite direction. And it's not... Still not that deep. It's still... What happened to them? What happening to water people, bro? The Water Nation. Obliterated right now. Now, you wouldn't even call her out for having, like, big eyes or anything. Fuck, you might even say that she looks sad. But, I mean, she's sweet. She's not, like, doing any crazy things in terms of her personality. You know, her personality is not, like, eccentric. No, she just kind of fades out into her darkness. It's her personal thing. She takes privacy seriously. And her sadness basically is not sadness, it transforms into fucking body fat. So, it checks out, right? Like, that's what water people should be known for in the end of the day. Their sadness does not translate, it just ruins their bodies. I guess that's the fucking equation. I know a confirmation to this, it's my mom. My mom overeats. She's a water personality, and the way they deal with sadness is they just ignore it really hard. So you can just, like, you know, sort of stress eating, that sort of stuff, just to kind of tuck away the sadness by force. Ruin your body so you don't have to think about the sad stuff. Okay? This is how they deal with narcissists in a way. right? And because they tuck away sadness so much, they can just like manipulate police as well. Just pretend to be nice when something is going on, but they're just like, I'll just be nice. Doesn't matter. Okay. She would be the emergency pick. She's the only survivor of my collection of influencers. That's like, we're talking like real drought here. And there's one reason, again, why this doesn't work. Who's gonna be her companion? That's the problem. Because now that's the rule. Every single other one has a companion. Rosie has Lisa. Sabrina has Rowan. Justine has Rosanna. Okay. But what do we do? She must have a companion, and it must be obvious. And like Audrey had an obvious companion. Audrey was so fucking compatible with my thing. There was thing going on. It was so good. She had unique personality. She had all these like cool traits. Now again, it's very difficult to just judge a person based on how they close their eyes when they smile. I mean, like, what? But this is her resting face. Like, her resting face and her sister is indicating that, like, they cannot be lookalikes unless they share, like, close personalities. Like, they just can't be this way. And we have just scarcity of water people. And I'm screwed, man.
Hey, you guys,
There's no wow. Like, if a water person does an intro, there's a fucking wow in there.
Audrey Whitby, and you're
Hey, guys. I'm just
watching Fan Mom.
a little cute.
Hi, I'm Audrey
Face.
Whitby, and you're watching. That kind of ended up with me being one of the right.
Alright, so it's pretty obvious. We don't got it. Watch the Leah Marie intro, right? You'll see. There's gonna be a wow in there. Come on. Give me that. Just not traumatic story, of course. I mean, I can already hear of like, hey! Just big hey, bro. Literally the same intro into a different person.
Hi, my name is Leah Marie Johnson, and you're watching Fan La La.
No, it wasn't good enough.
I started doing Hot On, and once Kids React came out,
Wow. That's what I'm looking for, guys.
a lot of people started coming to my very first viral video because everyone like knew my name after that. Everyone's like, "Hi, can I get a picture with you, Leah?" I'm like, "You know my name? What?" It looks like it broke.
Whoa!
I was so it's time to.
Maybe she's just tired. But yeah, like, what is this eye dynamic then? Because I rely on eye so much that it kind of kills the whole thing, right? Especially when... What the fuck is this? What is that? The sort of empty face, though, I mean, that definitely helps. That's definitely not sadness, right? So, sometimes no need for big eyes, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, the empty face does not hold sadness. There's no sadness in there, guys. It's just almost like an ability to turn off your brain for the time being. She needs help. 3 years ago. People should still talk about it. Especially now. But, no companions. If she doesn't have... Well... I guess? Jen? Because yeah. It almost makes sense, actually. Is Gen X in React videos as well? I know she has, like, my personality, by the way. I could be wrong, by the way. Like I'm always am. Right? but it makes like them incompatible, right? They never like hang out together anymore after some time, right? Jewel and Jen did not hang out. Final episode video. But she doesn't look like my personality, though. She could just be an introvert, water introvert. And then it actually works. And she has a cool channel. 400 videos. That's just content. Together they would rule the awesomeness TV, bro. That would be fucking awesome. And she definitely has insane amount of content in general. Like, look at this. That's a cool face I want to see. You know, empty face. Yes. Yes. Whoa. Yeah. She doesn't feel like a thinker, right? Doesn't feel like a smart person. And she does happen to be in React channel as well. Like, that works. As Leah's companion. Perfectly, right? Yeah. You know what? I think we solved the problem. I think we solved the problem better than I expected. Speedrun that shit. That's right. It gives a whole different vibe to her companionship on Awesomeness TV and just like Jen's domination. And I would probably take Jen over Leah. Just saying. But they're just nice companions. Oh, and what would be their fusion, though? We'll figure out. We'll figure out soon enough. Yeah, I can see it. Maybe you can't see it, but I can definitely see it. Emptiness in her face, that's all I need right now. This is our new tool. Infinite content, that's all we need. Alright, crisis averted, guys. Holy shit. And Gen X is promoted to a powerpuff, which is, you know, you're alongside all the names mentioned: Sabrina, Rose, Justina. You're it. I have fixed everything. If you open Awesomeness TV, just for the record, and I will finish this video with this statement, Gen X kind of owns it, right? What is the most popular thing? Her most popular thing. She's also on this thumbnail too, right? Even though, no, it's a foursome. So yeah. Whatever she's up to, she got it. She has taken over the whole channel. Which is, technically a pile of shit, but, you know, with a cherry on top. I can't say cherry because that's copyrighted by Audrey Whitby, but, we'll figure out what it is. The turd was able to float to the top. Or no, the gold was able to float to the top, and that checks out. That's very helpful. That's the theme of the Powerpuff group, right? The gold floats, everything else sinks. That's just awesome. Nest TV, thank you guys for watching. Get out of here now. Get out of here. We fixed problem. Subscribe if you're happy and nice. No. Only 1 out of 4 people are nice. Just subscribe if you're happy, okay?